Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Everett Taylor, CEO of Kickstarter. I'm here today with the brilliant filmmaker, director, producer, writer, and also comics illustrator and writer as well, Amina Sutton, for our Black Creator Series this month on Kickstarter. Her first film, The Price of Cheap Rent, showed at numerous film festivals, including Black Star and the Toronto International Film Festival. She successfully funded her second film, Beach Floaty Things, on Kickstarter and is currently in production. Welcome, Amina.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. I think one of the things that I'm most impressed by you is that I consider you a multidisciplinary creative, right? You do comics, you do film, you've worked in TV production and comedy. How has the mixture of all the things you do influenced you as a creator and filmmaker?
I'm one of those very addicted to projects and one of those people who constantly has to do something and work with their hands and get involved and that sort of thing. So it just kind of, I don't know, they all just kind of work together, weirdly enough.
The Price of Cheap Rent, super successful. And then after you have all of that success, you show at all these film festivals, and then when it's time for your second film, it's back to square one.
Oh yeah.
Can you talk about the struggles as a filmmaker, particularly as a Black filmmaker, trying to find funding for your projects, and what led you to Kickstarter?
You would think that because you have, you've done the work, you have the accolades to show that you would be able to just find that funding. You're tired of gatekeepers saying no, and you're you can't determine whether or not I make this film. I get to determine whether or not I make this film, so I'm going to set my own rules, and Kickstarter provided that opportunity.
Can you talk a little bit about how your identity as a Black woman informs what you do as a filmmaker?
Oh yeah, I mean, there are not a ton of Black women who focus specifically on comedy filmmaking. I've sat around at dinners and we've tried to name a few, and it's literally one hand, maybe less. When you look at how the internet works, a lot of comedy is coming from Black women online. A lot of jokes are coming from Black women online, and I just wanted, for me as a filmmaker, as a Black woman who's a filmmaker, I like the idea of restoring agency back to Black women in how jokes are told. You're not the butt of the joke. These aspects of you are not funny, but these aspects of you with agency can be funny, And so for me, it feels like an opportunity for us to just be in charge of our story.
I would love to hear the importance and the role community plays in your career, in your filmmaking, and the success that you've had thus far.
Just being able to put out there the idea of what you're trying to do, the amount of friends and family and community members, or just some people you haven't talked to in so long, just coming out of the woodwork. There's nothing like feeling seen by people.
Yeah, 1,000%.
And you just want to keep reflecting back and forth as long as you can.
What does self-care mean to you, and how do you practice self-care through the hecticness of everything you juggle as a filmmaker?
That is the question of the year. I'm wow, I literally am still learning. You know what though? I feel people, self-care is so many different things. Self-care could be sitting down and just doing your budget. Self-care could be just paying your bills. Yeah. I've been finding lately what's been very helpful is having moments, if you can, at least an hour of nothingness. Absolute silence, just sitting. You could put on some tears, just close your eyes, just nothing. You don't think about what you have to do, just nothingness has been, that's been my favorite so far.
I think that's beautiful. I think that's a beautiful way to wrap. Amina, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're really happy to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
We're looking forward to this new film.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.